So I was a high school math teacher for 12 years, from when I was 24 years old to 36. So when I was 36, I took a year sabbatical for education, and I worked with a gentleman who helped us do a refinance in our house. And so, it was a really big exposure into real estate. I got to see them, kind of raise private capital and sit around the room. So in 2019, the summer of 2019, I had the choice to either go back to education, which I wasn't happy with when I left, or go into real estate. So I had until June 30th of 2019 to keep my contract to teach. I was at that crossroads, like, what do I do? Do I go back to education? How do I get into real estate though and go into multifamily passive income with next to little cash flow? At that same time, I ruptured a disc in my back. So I basically was laying on my back. I had to have surgery. I was jobless. I didn't want to go back to education. I wasn't going to be able to get hired as a teacher having to get back surgery. So it was like, what do I do? Kind of thanks to God, and also thanks to, YouTube University and you guys, I'm like kind of started learning about wholesaling a little bit. Basically, I just kind of looked up like, okay, how can I get into passive investing? How can I look into acquiring multifamily properties with little to no income? And then how do you do that without a real estate license? At the end of August, I registered for Cody Sperber with Clever Investor, his mentorship program. I set it out in the future till November of 2019 because I had to have back surgery. So I had back surgery in September of 2019. Then I spent 2 months kind of recovering for that and learning more about wholesaling. And then in November 2019 is when I started actually practicing wholesaling. So I closed my first deal Christmas Eve 2019. So it took a couple months to get my first deal. It was an on-market deal. It wasn't a very big check, but it was proof of concept. So I was excited. And then last year in 2020, I closed 7 deals, and it was a mix. It was a sprinkling of driving for dollars, on-market deals, off-market deals. But I didn't start doing what I'm doing now until basically February, March of 2021. So that first 15 months was kind of an exploratory phase, and it was proof of concept. It was making enough money so my wife would let me keep doing it. But I didn't have a full business yet, model, and I'm still actually working on scaling for sure today. So what I started in March of 2021 was I was like, you know what? I really love coaching. I really love teaching. So I just kind of reached out. I'm like, well, how do I use what I feel like, which is, education? How do I use that to be able to help that get out to the masses, but also do it on a scale where I don't really charge for anything and help these people get started, but also it can be worth my time. So basically now, fast forward to now, I've got about 51 people right now that are kind of, and I wouldn't say that they're all bird dogs and they're all full-time. They're basically people that on their own time and their own schedule, it's up to them to be able to add properties through DealMachine. So I bumped up to the elite level this year with DealMachine, and I've got a bunch of deal finders and a bunch of partners. And so they basically drive around for me, and then they just send me leads. If they bring a deal to me from DealMachine, then I do a 60-40 split. So I give them 40% of the profit. I keep 60. So this year I've done 21 deals. Will we close on one in a week and a half? That would be number 10 on DealMachine.
I really appreciate you sharing this story with me. And if anything I can do for you guys, please let me know. But I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day.
We will. Yeah. Thank you for your time. And it's a pleasure to meet you for sure.
Oh, you too, Brian. And we'll talk soon.
Okay. You take care.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.